So when I was in Australia, I needed new bushings while I was over there, and in a skate shop where I went to, Beyond Skate Shop, brilliant skate shop, and they have a skate park underneath. I did do a video in Skate Park Saturdays. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. What a skate shop that place is. If you're ever in Perth, that is the place to go. But anyway, back to this video. They didn't have the cylinder bushings, which is what I would normally buy, and for that reason I ended up getting the conical shaped ones, which is just the bottom edge of the bushing that is different, as you can see with the two pictures that are being shown. And I just feel like it could make the truck a lot looser with having the conical ones rather than the cylinder ones, and I am more used to skating more tighter trucks. Not necessarily tight, but more tight than loose. So was this affecting me and affecting my stability on the board whilst using them lighter trucks? And it's in this video we're going to find out that, because I've gone and bought myself some more cylinder bushings and I'm going to install them into the lighter trucks, so that both sets of trucks now have cylinder bushings, and we're going to see how that affects the trucks. Will I now prefer the lighter trucks than the heavier ones? Will it still remain the same? Let's take a look, shall we? So obviously when you get new trucks you have to wear them in. So I rode about a few times on them. I went to the skate park, rode about the skate park, just casually cruising around, just getting used to these new bushings and just bedding them in a bit, as you have to do whenever you buy some new bushings. So after a few days of doing this, I went to Greystone Skate Park to skate some transition, as I felt that was the best place to learn how the bushings are going to affect you and how the movement of the trucks are going to be with these bushings. Transition is far better to test bushings than straight. So first off, I hit up the beginners section at Greystones and just rode about doing the stuff that I know I can do there and the stuff I feel comfortable with, and see how it gets on. not, when I changed the trucks over and I went back to the heavier trucks, which is the ones I said were better when I was testing trucks out before I had the cylinder bushings in the light ones, I actually, the first couple of tricks I felt a bit like uneasy and unbalanced on them, which was strange because they were the ones I felt more stable on last time, and I felt uneasy on the light ones. So that was something I did not expect. However, after that initial first couple of goals, I did get into it and they were fine, there was nothing wrong with them. Maybe it was just a case of one set of trucks were slightly tighter than the others, and it just, not by much, there wasn't much in it, but maybe that little tiny bit there was just like, put me off slightly. So I wanted to do further tests, so I went to the mini ramp and did a tiny bit of mini ramp skating. So after skating the mini ramp, there was literally no difference in the trucks. I switched from one to the other and I couldn't really notice any difference in them. I felt just as comfortable with the heavy ones as I did the light ones. So I think the bushings actually do make a difference, because before I felt uncomfortable with the lighter ones until I started getting more used to it. At the beginning of sessions I would feel really uncomfortable with the light trucks. They just felt uneasy, I didn't feel stable. As I skated more and got more confidence up throughout the sessions, they would get better. But in this session, from the beginning, the lighter trucks were fine. If anything, I was a bit uneasy when I switched to the heavier truck. So, do bushings make a difference? You bet they do. I'm not surprised really, to be fair. I figured it was a bushing issue because I've had light trucks before and never felt uneasy like I did on these. So if you're in doubt, the bushings and the shape of the bushings, not even just the hardness, because these are the same hardness of bushings. I used the blue indies, which are the hard mediums, and there was both the conical and the cylinder shape were both the same. So it's nothing to do with hardness or softness, but that would affect you, as I'm sure you're all aware. But the actual shape of the bushing is also pretty vital, especially at the beginning of a session when you might feel a little uneasy and you might have the old jelly legs going on before you get used to getting back onto the board again. So which trucks am I going to use now? Well, I'm probably going to use the light ones, just because it's going to take that extra bit of weight off the board and hopefully help me on street skating, getting up to them higher places with that little bit of less light, help me get a bit more pop. And I did say when I picked some other trucks that I felt by the end of sessions the lighter trucks were better once I got more stable and comfortable with them, and I felt like I could do tricks more stylish and get more pop with them than I would do with the heavier trucks. But the heavier trucks were just all round more like stable from start to finish, and it was a more steady session rather than a gradual slope going up. But now, with the bushings changed, the light trucks are just as stable and just as flatlined as the heavy ones were. So it looks like I'm going back to the lighter trucks, so that would make it a full light setup. So don't neglect your bushings. Experiment with them. If you're feeling a bit unstable, experiment with the bushings. Try different ones. Try the conical ones. Try the cylinder ones. Try harder ones. Try softer ones. Because if you're feeling unstable and you're getting better as the session goes on and the stability comes a bit more, chances are it could just be your bushings. It was for me, so it could be for you. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time guys, see you in a bit.